yes, I can. Christ is strength, yeah, more than a conqueror.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you. You're listening to Mind, Body, and Soul, an A&D conversation. And we're back. We just took a quick break just to take care of some things real quick to make sure that you all can listen to us. Thank you, Brandy, for putting up the 3 ways that you can listen and or watch us on tonight. So go ahead and again, share on Facebook Live. You can also go to YouTube and you can listen to us on the station's website. Yeah, before the break, we were talking about of course, the story that's in the news. We don't have to rehearse everything that was done because we've heard it over and over and over again. But we just wanted to mention, or kind of chit chat about it a little bit because it's heartbreaking. And some may have known. I think I saw somebody on Facebook that said that the doctor that died, that was their relative.
Oh, wow.
Yes, one of my Facebook friends, and I don't really know. I can't remember who it was right now. I'm so sorry. But we're definitely praying for the families, for her family, for the family of the slain police officer,
Yes.
and then the young lady that was just coming off the elevator. There's so many things that go through your mind. And one of the things I thought, I said to myself, okay, and I want to say this as nicely as I can. He obviously went there for a reason, to confront her or whatever. But then your beef was with her.
Right.
Why
So
did
much
you?
collateral damage. Yeah.
Yes. Why did you have to run into the hospital and shoot? Now, okay, you may have been running maybe to get away from the police. I don't know. Of course, we're all doing a lot of speculation here. But why going there and shooting up people in there? I don't.
Well, and this, I may be reaching, but this young man, he obviously had a problem with women. And I don't think it's a coincidence that, the young lady just getting off the elevator and got nothing to do with nothing. And he just shoots her upon sight, or she's shot, And so, I think that may have something to do with it. I'm speculating,
yes,
but obviously had a problem, and that's the thing that's really it's really troubling and heartbreaking, to say the least.
It is, and that's very good point you brought up, because I didn't even mix all that in together. Well, I just heard today the story about the previous job and how he was harassing or the women at the job. And so they were going to let him go, but he never showed back up.
Wow.
So he became MIA and, from that job. So yeah, that's a very good point that you brought up, because yes, he killed 2 women.
And even his previous wife had an emergency order of protection against him.
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, when they were married. So, he obviously had a problem with women and the women in his life. And so I would not be surprised. I mean, he's angry.
Yeah,
he's angry,
very angry. And obviously there was some reason that she broke off the engagement or the marriage itself, not just the engagement, because they were about a month before they were to be married that she broke it off.
And she probably saw some, she had to see
she had to have seen something like this, because that don't just pop out of just nowhere. It does not. I don't care what you all say. There was something there, and she must have seen something. Now, it's not necessarily her responsibility to help him or whatever. Somebody in his family, somebody should have done.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Okay, let's back it up. I'm sorry, because maybe somebody has been trying to help him. I don't know. But seriously, the man needed some help.
He needed some help. And I saw Brandy mention it in the feed. And I saw that some people were even blaming her for, why didn't she just give the ring back? Why didn't she give it back?
I heard someone say that earlier today.
And, okay, you can say that, but it still does not take away from the fact that he was a ticking time bomb.
Yes.
And if it wasn't that, it could have been something else. It could have been anything. And so,
and even if she had given it back, who's to say he still wouldn't have shot her?
Right. Absolutely.
When you have a blockage here, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know, you have something going on here mentally. It does not matter. And obviously, he was driven. There was something. Even after he shot her, you go into the hospital and you're just shooting,
Mhm.
you know, people. And then the people in the pharmacy said they heard him a couple of times trying to get in their door where they were hiding. They
Wow.
heard him a couple of times trying the door.
Mm.
Trying to get in. So at this point, he's in a full-blown rage, and he's not thinking straight, obviously. You know, so what do you do? You guys, I want to hear from you guys, even on this topic. 708-223-8953. Are you able to call in? Call in and give us your thoughts, your opinions. Let me run through here on Facebook Live. I see you on here, Joe McCord, Brandy McCord. Kayla, how are you, little sweetie?
Yes.
Evangelist Demetrius, how are you? Good to have you on.
Hey, Evangelist.
My cousin Eric, all the way from Kentucky. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you. Angela Elaine, thank you for watching. And let's see here. There's some others here. I'm trying to grab your names here.
Timothy Hardy.
All right.
Thank you for watching. Alexis Smith. Thank you.
Thank you.
Tanisha Gray.
Great.
Thank
All
you
right.
for watching.
Yes, guys, thanks so much. But again, we're talking about, of course, the most current event of the day, well, yesterday, but still we're discussing, unfortunately, the shootings over at Mercy Hospital. And, you know, Apostle, you know, you think about different areas where things happen at, and you're like, oh my God, I was just over there.
Mhm.
Oh my God, I normally am over in that area. And, you know, your mind just goes to racing, you know, God, what if I was over in that area at that time? You
and
know,
not only that, but it causes you to think that it could happen anywhere at any
right,
time.
Right.
3 o'clock in the afternoon,
3
broad
o'clock.
daylight,
Mhm.
at a hospital.
At a hospital.
And I was looking, and I saw on the internet that that's becoming more and more prevalent, shootings at hospitals.
Really?
Yes, it's becoming more and more prevalent. And it's just, you know, where are we safe? Where are we safe, really? You know, now more than ever, we have to keep one another covered in prayer and pray for one another.
Right.
No excuse at all. The second that we start talking about whether or not he should have given the ring back or anything like that, then we start excusing that ultimate response, and there's no excuse for it.
Right.
No excuse for it.
Exactly.
None
know,
whatsoever.
Again, we don't know what would have happened if she had given it back.
Right.
It's just too much. Lord, it's just too much.
And I saw something that the NRA said something.
What did they say?
Stay in your lane or something like that. I'm going to pull it up and read it real quick.
Please do. Because what does that mean?
Yeah, there was an article that was written. I'm going to pull it up. Here it is. A position paper in the Annals of Internal Medicine published on October the 30th, this past October the 30th, said that firearm violence continues to be a public health crisis in the United States that requires the nation's immediate attention. It concluded that there is a need for multifaceted and comprehensive approach to reducing firearm violence that is consistent with the Second Amendment. Now, this is what the paper wrote, and the NRA responded to that paper on November the 7th, tweeting on Twitter, someone should tell self-important anti-gun doctors to stay in their lane. They further went on to say that half of the articles in Annals of Internal Medicine are published for gun control. Most upsetting, however, the medical community seems to have no one consulting but themselves. So they were criticizing this article that was written. And the crazy thing about it is a few hours after they tweeted that, then the massacre in California happened at the bar.
Goodness. Oh my God.
And then we have this like a week later.
Oh my God.
And so they're telling doctors to stay in their lane as it relates to gun violence. Well, who's treating the victims?
Come on now.
You know, I think they have something to say.
They should.
Because the first place that these victims are taken is to the hospital emergency rooms. And so they should have definitely something to say and something to weigh in on this topic. And so it's really frustrating to feel like nothing is being done concerning this topic, and things like this happen over and over again.
Yeah, just like we said earlier, just continual cycle. Okay, they're chiming in on this particular news event. Prophetess Patricia Street, how are you? Good to have you on watching. She says, praise the Lord, so sad, praying times. That is so true. And Brandy says here, reportedly, she found out he was previously cheating. That's why she broke it off.
Oh, wow.
Again, that's disrespect of women.
Wow. Yeah.
It's another form.
Yeah, it's all connected.
And Great Tanisha says she thinks the ring was an excuse. I think so too.
Absolutely.
Because obviously, if she broke it off in September, they were supposed to get married in October. We're here in November. You're still holding something.
Mm-hmm.
So something just snapped off in your mind.
It was anger. It was passionate. It was anger. He shot her several times. Even after she collapsed, he continued shooting.
Yes, the one man witnessed it. He said he saw him shoot her 3 times in her chest. She fell down, and he stood over her and shot her 3 more times.
Yeah. So the ring didn't have anything.
It had nothing to do with it. I agree. Let's see. Julius Thomas says not giving the ring back doesn't justify lethal force.
Absolutely.
Or any force for that matter. True. Alexa Smith says, okay, I won't say that out loud, Alexis, but thank you for watching. All right. Angela here says, we have to be cautious of our selections. Our decisions can affect innocent people. That's deep. That's a profound statement right there. This incident still should not have occurred. And you know what? We do need to take onus, the things that our decisions, and realize that, yes, it can affect, it not only affects us, it affects our family, it affects our workplace, it affects, where we go, what we do.
And again, my heart goes out to women.
Yes.
Abused women. This, like you said a few moments ago, it had to start somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And it probably started small. It probably started with some angry words. It probably started with some angry words and a push and a shove, or, maybe him holding her down. You have to look at the signs. You have to. And we have no idea how many women are silently, going through something like this, or that can lead to something like this. And, and we may even be missing their cries for help.
Yes.
Thank God for the ones that get out. Thank God for the ones that leave and they're not, and their lives are spared.
Right.
But she got out. She got out early. And still,
so we thought, and still,
this happened to her. And so it's really heartbreaking.
It is. Melissa, I see you on. Thanks for watching. Michelle Thomas, thank you. That's our current event individual that pulls up the information for us. Alexis also says, it was also said that she also was trying to get an order of protection.
Oh, wow.
Now that breaks your heart.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that process is.
Yes.
But, I hope that she was not denied or, you know what I mean? Anybody that wants or desires or even hints around to an order of protection should get one.
Yes.
Just give off the bat, give it to them. It's so frustrating to see this happen over and over and over again.
Lord, if you don't help, I tell you.
And she was a part of the church.
Yes, I heard that.
That it was said that even when she got her job, that she
wouldn't work on Sundays.
She said, I'm not working on Sundays.
And I think that who was that? I don't know if it was her supervisor, somebody that was, in leadership position, told that story.
Yeah. They granted her that request. And so, that goes to show you that even the church is not exempt. We talked about that a few weeks ago, that, people from all walks of life, all ethnicities, women, this is something that is consistently and continually perpetuated against them. And it it breaks my heart, but it makes me angry. It makes me
Yes.
angry that what are we missing with even teaching our men? You know, what are we missing? I was taught don't lay a hand on a female. I was taught that, and it was drilled in me, you know, and so I could not imagine that even is an option. You see,
Right.
so it's just
You
heartbreaking
mean to resort to?
to resort to that.
And see, yeah, you were taught, and you were taught well. We thank God for that. But, you know, unfortunately, everybody is not taught like that, or they ignore it.
Yeah,
Um, and it doesn't necessarily, I mean, I know, you know, some families or whatever that are not even claiming salvation, but they know how to teach and instruct,
yes,
you know, their children or whatever. So it comes down to a moral thing, you know, moral responsibility, and being concerned for your fellow man, you know. I Henrietta says here, thanks for watching. Culture is learning to be more socially inept and codependent on others for emotional stability. Holiness comes from working on yourself and allowing God to heal ancient wounds. That's good,
that's very,
Henrietta.
very interesting because, you know, I'm gonna tell you what popped in my mind with just hearing you read that. He had to not have been. How often do we go in and out of a relationship, not heal this relationship,
Yes.
you know, or even healed from childhood, you know, the injuries and the damage from childhood. You know, how often do we go in and out of relationships wounded, and we bring our hurt into these new relationships, and that person that you're you know, starting that relationship with, you know, can potentially old hurt. Like I said, he obviously had some issues and some wounds, and even just connected with women.
Okay.
You know.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna try and move on to another current event. This is in and of itself. Let's see here. Oh my goodness, she's giving us a lot of articles here. Let me see where we can go. There was something I saw about the mayoral race. You know, I was listening to a news report. It's in the teens, the number of people that are running, right?
Oh my goodness.
It's almost like 20,
Yeah.
20 people
A
running.
lot of.
We're gonna split that vote again.
You know.
All right, here we go.
Didn't you say something about running last week?
I didn't say for mayor.
Oh.
I was just encouraged because there were a lot of women that won the previous week.
Yeah, okay.
So maybe
I'll get out and
run.
run, not for office. I'll go jogging.
Okay, Apostle.
You know?
Okay, this article says here, Chicago's race for mayor is headed for a ballot bedlam.
Wow.
How many candidates will survive? So I think somebody ended up dropping out. Let's see here. Chicago's in for ballot bedlam starting on Monday when an anticipated 16 candidates, see, I told you to the teens, 16 candidates for mayor will begin submitting the required nominating petitions to qualify for the February 26th city election. Okay, so I think this story came out, yesterday? All right, and it says the arcane process in which each hopeful turns in thousands of voter signatures will kick off a month-long period of legal wrangling.
Wow.
With mayoral contenders challenging one another's petition in a series of aggressive attempts to narrow the large field. I don't know if I'm ready for this. This is too much. So they have to.
It's not a circus.
Oh well, you can about believe it's going to be a circus.
You know, thing
that ran for the other position was that Mendoza, and they end up finding out that she already had commercials.
She already had commercials out
for the mayoral race. Like,
know.
Can you make up your mind what you want to do?
She's increasing her chances.
I suppose. I suppose so. And I was trying to figure out how that worked, but I guess she could do it.
Mm-hmm. And it was legal.
Right. And long as signatures? So yeah, each candidate is required by law to submit that number of signatures from registered Chicago voters. The rule of thumb, however, is for a campaign to collect 3 times that number because challengers can use charges of forgery, fraud, and more minor technicalities to invest and knock upon other. Okay, so you really need to get more than that, is
Right,
what they're
right,
saying.
right.
3 times that number? Good gosh.
Well,
So,
people pad, they pad
yes.
and inflate, and
But
it's
what
sad, but it happens.
I'm like, do you really think that all, 16 will get that many signatures though?
They're gonna have to.
If
They're gonna have to.
well, all I know is that somebody out, whoever's in office, somebody needs to take care of all this. Just what we were just talking about, this gun laws and all that stuff. Seemed like as soon as they open it up with saying that you can have what is it?
Concealed carry.
Yes.
But he had concealed carry.
Yes.
Yeah.
And bought 4 guns, which you
Yeah.
mentioned earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Something has to be done. We can't just keep every time getting in the news and saying the same thing over and over again. It's got to stop.
And even the police officer that he's been hailed as a hero. He just how do you just run in line of fire?
Right.
It's just coming off of academy, had a stellar in the academy, and just completely selfless of him to put his life on a line like that and sacrifice his life. And so we cannot go without mentioning him as well.
Right. And he was had only been on the force 2 years, they said.
Yeah. Yep.
This is very, very new. Very new.
28 years old.
28. Wife and kids. So we're definitely praying for them, those families. Let's see here. Let's hop over to something that's a little bit lighter here.
Yes,
Okay. I see an article here that's talking about the Secret Santa that paid off layaway items.
Lord, send that Secret Santa my way.
Send him here. Anybody know who he is or she?
Right.
Okay. So let's see here. This is in Vermont. Okay. We need somebody here in Chicago. Oh, let me stop. Okay, it says a secret Santa Claus bestowed early Christmas cheer on some Walmart shoppers. The mystery man selflessly paid for strangers' layaway purchases. And then somebody who he paid for says she doesn't. They said, this lady, she went to pick up her pack at the Walmart, and then she says while in line she overheard a conversation. He came up to the man in front of me, she said, and said, either I am going to pay for it now or I'm going to pay for it later. Then he turned to her and asked if she was paying for an item on layaway. He said, why don't you run and get what you want now and come back here? And she said she was skeptical, but putting items on layaway is why she was there in the first place. So she's said, I came back and he was standing there waiting. There was no one left, she said. He paid for everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did it say how much it was?
I'm
I want to know
scrolling
figures.
down. Look, I'm scrolling down. It doesn't say. It does say there were people. She said there were people ahead of her who were $800 to $900 layaways. So I don't know what her amount.
Well, I mean,
was.
he did ask is that all you want?
Right.
So
yeah.
he wasn't pinching pennies.
Well, thank you, whoever you are, mystery man, for blessing that lady. We all need a blessing. We need that, right?
You know what else I read today? Don't buy romance.
What happened?
Outbreak.
Are you serious?
That's what I read today. There's 32 cases
What?
in 11 states. Yeah, about 13 people hospitalized. E. coli outbreak in romaine lettuce.
Wow.
Going into the holidays.
Going into the holidays.
Where comes from, right?
Talk to us.
It's when you don't. Well, it's from human and or species that has not been completely cleaned off of vegetation or whatever it is that you're buying, whatever kind of produce that you're buying, is when that stuff is not clean.
Just drink water, y'all.
Drink water, eat tree bark, but wash your hands.
Yes, wash your hands.
It could be something as simple as the people who are handling it even not washing their hands thoroughly. And they say that the incubation period of that, when you eat it, 2 to 3 days, 3 or 4 days, you start feeling symptoms and signs of sickness. And so it is definitely not something that you want to go through.
Okay.
And so they're encouraging people not to buy romaine lettuce. But whatever kind of produce I get, when it comes home, it gets a second washing.
Yes.
A thorough wash.
Even that's labeled that says already washed or pre-washed for sure. So you all just take the necessary precautions and pray over your stuff. Pray.
Right.
Do not put that food in your mouth before you pray. If you find yourself putting it in your mouth, say, Lord, bless the food that's already gone down.
See, and the prayer, God bless this food for the nourishment of our body.
That's right. Yes. Yeah, we got to be so careful. Be careful. Okay, let's see here. Anything else we want? We're looking at, okay, of course, Thanksgiving is in a couple days, right? 20 best gifts under 50. What that is? Or you want me to just go on to something else? I need you to be in this.
I want to hear.
You do?
I need that.
You need this?
Mm-hmm.
But I need my gift to be over $50. Wow.
But my kids, my kids have had a Christmas list plastered on the refrigerator for like the last 2 weeks.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. And
have you filled it yet?
I haven't even looked at it.
Okay, I'm sorry, kids. He hasn't looked at it yet.
No, we talked about it yesterday. I said, I will not even look in that direction until your room stays clean.
Ooh.
And you finish your chores. Then I'll start looking in that direction.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know what's on the list. I haven't seen it.
Apostle Daddy has spoken.
It's right there on the refrigerator. I haven't even looked at it. I don't even know what's on it.
Too funny. So you keep going and checking in the rooms, huh?
Right.
All right now. Get your room together. So there are a few. I'm looking through this list like, really? Okay. All right. Well, okay. You wanted to know. Number 1, it says, for the one who's hard to shop for, a classic gift delivery, the Harry and David pears. That's under $50.
Pears. Okay.
You guys have seen that, right?
I wish somebody would buy me some pears for Christmas.
Okay. Number 2 is their very own 3-month membership at Amazon.
Okay.
That's a pretty good one, huh? The Prime membership. All right. Number 3, for the one who wants to save the planet, a set of
Have mercy.
Who made up this list? This is from USA Today. Okay, number 4 has, for the one who's always on the go, the perfect travel mug.
Okay, now, I use travel mugs a lot.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
And really, if somebody gave you this for Christmas, you'd be
I would
right?
appreciate it.
What about a Pastor Cece gave you? Okay, moving on. Number 5. For the one who needs more sleep, the most comfortable eye mask out there.
Wow. Those are fascinating to me.
If you guys come here with these gifts for me. Anyway, number 6, for the serious home cook, the best cast iron. That's probably, I have other, sets of pots and pans, but I really like my cast iron. I have like the three set. So y'all heard that, right? I could use another one. Anyway, number 7, for the beginner home cook, a good chef's knife at a great value. These are some really interesting gifts here. For the one trying to be more organized, a super popular bullet journal. Really?
Okay.
Okay. Number 9, for the fitness fanatic, an armband perfect for exercising. Okay, somebody could use that. And I'm just going to go to 10 because I think it said 20, right?
Yeah.
Number 10 says, for the one who needs to de-stress, our favorite aromatherapy diffuser.
Wow. They're reaching with some of these.
They are reaching.
Let
me help over here to Facebook Live. Are you guys listening to any of these gifts? I want to see what you're saying. Do you see any comments?
Stuff like Christmas and holidays and special occasions. Are you concerned with the price of the gift?
Me, myself?
Or is it the thought?
It is the thought.
It's the thought.
It is the thought. And if it's practical, the older I get, the more practical the
Yes,
gift
yeah, that's
can. I mean, I would love it being practical. I really
bingo.
do.
So with me, you know, the thought is what really counts for me. I don't have to get anything for Christmas,
Just
really.
two front teeth.
See, but I like to give gifts,
Okay.
and I like the reaction.
I like to receive them.
Yeah.
So the Lord is just blessed right there. Okay.
This is a divine connection. But yeah, I like the response and the reaction, and just knowing that somebody was pleased with a gift. And so, do I still get gifts for Christmas? I do, but it's, for me, the blessing is being able to give a gift.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
The apostle has spoken. That's
See.
beautiful. That's good. The good stuff right there. Seriously. Hey guys, we want to hear from you. What do you think? Are you more concerned with the price of the gift or the thought? That's how you
Yes.
presented to me.
Yes.
Yeah. That was Apostle's question. I want to hear from you guys. So we can read your comments if you put them in here in the live feed thread. So what is more important to you, the thought or the price of the gift? Because I was just reading, if you guys are just not coming in, I was just reading the 20 best gifts under 50, which I just went to number 10 because it was quite interesting, some of these gifts. So I just kind of wanted to stop there. And some of them were pretty interesting gifts. They weren't bad. We want to hear your thoughts.
You know, my children, they're getting older, and they started asking me, my son just asked yesterday, how much did you spend on Christmas? And I said, none of your business.
That was funny.
Why won't you tell me? Because it's none of you. So if you spent X amount of dollars, don't come with anything less than that next year.
He is so smart.
So because he was trying to ask me last month. He said, how much am I working with for Christmas? How much you work? What's my limit? I said,
you work?
Exactly. How much am I? He said, what's my limit for Christmas? I said, Benjamin, we're not going to talk about Christmas.
Yes.
Right? When you wake up Christmas morning, whatever you got, that's what you got.
That's what you got. Lord have mercy. Yeah. He's pretty intelligent though.
Yeah.
He is. He really is. Okay, let's see. I'm seeing some comments here. Thanks for chiming in. Let's see. I have a comment here that says, in gift giving, it's the thought that counts. But if you think highly enough, you'll spend those coins. Oh, coins. Okay, I got it. All right. Oh, yeah, that's true. All right. Gina says it is the thought. However, the gift tells you how much the person thought of you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Michelle,
and
go ahead.
She said, if you think highly enough, then you'll pay those coins. That's true.
Yes.
That's true. You'll do whatever it takes to get the money to buy that. I get it. It's
but
true.
Then what about, okay, I fully understand what she's saying, but then what about somebody who really absolutely does not have it? Okay, they really can't, they try maybe, or maybe they have other responsibilities to take care of, but their heart is there. They really wanted to get you that big, that gift that you would spend the coins on. What would you say to that?
How lazy is this person? That's the question. No. Because here's what I'm saying.
Sorry.
Because now this wasn't Christmas, but 2 years ago, year before last, my son, same son, Benjamin, for Mother's Day, you're going to love it. For Mother's Day, about a month before Mother's Day, he partnered with me. He said, I have a business opportunity for you. This is my son at 10 years old. I got a business opportunity for you. He said, can you invest in me some candy and some chips and some, he said, and I'm going to take them and I'm going to sell them for a profit. And the profit that I make, I'm going to take that and buy Mom a Mother's Day gift.
I think you told me this the very first show we were on. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I could not resist. Now I did ask him, I said, how am I going to get my investment back? He said, well, can we talk about that later? I've never got my.
You never got it back.
But just the fact that he thought about it.
Yeah.
I gave him. I think I invested like $20. I gave him $20.
Okay.
And he turned it into like 50.
Did he?
Yeah.
But then you know his money back.
That whole 50 went 10 years old.
Wow.
And spent it on.
That's
on his
impressive,
mother
actually.
But so how he was thinking out of the box at 10 years old.
Right.
And then he worked it.
Okay.
At 10 years old.
That was smart.
So my question is how much thought are you really, what's the thought that counts? How much thought are you really putting into it?
How much is your thought?
Yeah.
How much is your thought?
Penny
How much is
for
your thought worth?
Penny for your thoughts?
Okay. You know what? The more you come on here and tell me some stories about Benjamin, the more I love that young man.
He's another level.
All right. But y'all better watch out for Benjamin. That's a business mind there. Very.
He need to work on getting me my $20.
Well,
back.
Yeah, that too. I agree. Benjamin,
I
get
ain't
your
gonna
dad's
never
money
see that
back.
$20.
Maybe you can go to your mom and do another business proposition. No, I'm just
But
kidding.
whoa, hold up.
What'd he do? What'd he do?
No, he did not do that for me for Father's Day. I'm just gonna leave that right there.
Okay, all right. Well, we're not gonna
Mama.
touch that. Benjamin, maybe we should talk later. Okay, let's see here. Michelle Thomas says, she says, since my husband calls me high maintenance anyway, yes, he does. She says she'll take price for 500 A&D. She is too funny. So she's saying the money over the thought.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay,
So
Michelle.
Raise the money and just give me the money.
There you go. There you
Okay.
go. All right. Zoriante Brown, thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Willing Souls, that's the founder of Willing Souls. Some of the music that you hear sometimes on Mind, Body, and Soul comes from him. And just kidding, it's the thought. Too late, Michelle.
Put
You
it out
said
there.
it's too late. Priceless. Now that will put,
Mhm.
show us where your mind was and what you were thinking.
Absolutely. And a thought, a gift rather, that shows how much you know someone. I
Yes.
think that's really value too. If you can give me a gift that shows the depth of your knowledge of me, something that's not on the surface or shallow, something that shows that I know this person, then that's going to win every time.
It will.
That's going to win every
Yeah,
time.
because it's you feel thought of. You feel
Mhm.
like it's more personalized,
Mhm.
They know me. Oh, they knew what I liked. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, this is good stuff here. Now, Apostle, I think what we do, just take a quick break, listen
Yes.
to a little bit of music. We'll come back because we need to get into
This
the
topic.
topic
Yes, the topic at hand.
of the day. And you guys, we need to hear from you about this topic. We're going to be talking about jealousy on tonight. That was another topic that was submitted to us at our meet and greet. So we want to talk about jealousy on tonight.
Absolutely.
And we'll get into that because just saying jealousy is very general, but we'll be more specific when we come back. You're listening to Mind, Body, and Soul,
And
an A&D conversation.
By the word of our testimony, you told me to be strong, never giving in. You promised you'd always be with me. We overcome by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of our testimony. Told me to be strong. Never you promised you always be with me. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I'm more than a conqueror. More than a conqueror. I can do, yes I can. I can do all things. Christ who strengthens me. Yeah. More than a conqueror. Yes I am. More than a conqueror. I can do, yes I can. I can do all things. Christ who strengthens me. Yeah. He's given me the power. He's given me authority. pressing, I'm breaking out, I'm coming over mightily, yes I'm pressing, yes I'm pressing, I'm breaking out, I'm coming over finally, I'm pressing, I'm breaking, coming over, I'm coming home. Finally, so be strong in the Lord. I'm pressing, be of the courage, be not afraid, and be not dismayed, 'cause He will never leave you. He won't forsake you. He'll be right there to see you through. I will not bow, I will not spin, I won't give up, I won't give in. Stay in the fight, I'll stand my ground, I won't look back, I won't back down. I'll press toward the higher calling of God, I'll press toward the mark to get my prize. I'm coming over my release. Yes, I am. I'm coming on.
We're back with Mind, Soul, and A&D conversation.
I hopped in on
You
that
hopped
one.
in on that. Got in on that. We're back, and we thank all of you who are tuned in, and we want to remind you that you can tune in and watch us on our YouTube channel, Mind, Body, and Soul, and A&D Conversation, or you can go to the Mind, Body, and Soul A&D Conversation page on Facebook and watch us on Facebook. But we're back, and we're excited in the studio. We're in this short week. For many of us, this is a short work week, headed toward the Thanksgiving holidays, where we're going to be spending time with our families. And one of the topics that came up, that was birthed out of the meet and greet, was a topic dealing with jealousy and family, and how we react to jealousy and respond to jealousy over the holidays. And so we thought that would be a wonderful topic to delve into. But we want to know your input. We want to know anything that you have experienced or what you have gone through concerning jealousy in the holidays and family members. You can call in at 708-223-8953 and just kind of tell us, give us some scenarios of what you may have dealt with. Give us some scenarios of what you may have dealt with in the past concerning jealousy. So how you want to lead us into this, Annette?
Lord, did he just do that to me? Well, okay, so I did say that just saying jealousy, talking about jealousy is very general, and we want to kind of narrow it down. So as he stated, we're coming up on the holiday season.